Eastern Airlines Flight 401 was a scheduled passenger flight from New York's John F. Kennedy International Airport to Miami, Florida, that crashed into the Florida Everglades on 29 December 1972, killing 101 of the 176 people on board, and it is remembered as a landmark accident in aviation history because it highlighted how distractions in the cockpit, even minor ones, can lead to catastrophic outcomes and fundamentally changed how crew resource management is understood and taught. The flight was operated by a Lockheed L-1011 TriStar, a new wide-body jet at the time, and the crew included an experienced captain, Robert Loft, First Officer Robert Bobby, and flight engineer Don Repo. As the aircraft approached Miami in the evening, the pilots noticed that the nose landing gear indicator light, which shows whether the front wheels were fully extended and locked for landing, had not illuminated. Believing that the landing gear might not have deployed properly, the crew focused attention on the indicator light, performing repeated visual checks, discussions, and minor troubleshooting while flying the aircraft on autopilot at low altitude. Meanwhile, autopilot altitude hold settings were unintentionally disengaged or not monitored closely, and the aircraft began to slowly descend without anyone noticing. The focus on the landing gear indicator distracted the pilots from monitoring primary flight instruments such as the altimeter and vertical speed indicator. This gradual descent continued unnoticed for several minutes until the aircraft impacted the Everglades, approximately 18 miles from the runway. The crash caused massive structural damage and a post-crash fire, killing most passengers and some crew members, though 75 people survived. Investigators from the National Transportation Safety Board determined that the primary cause of the accident was the crew's failure to monitor flight instruments and maintain proper altitude due to preoccupation with the landing gear indicator. The accident also revealed secondary factors, including fatigue, human factors related to multitasking in the cockpit, and insufficient procedural guidance for dealing with minor instrument anomalies while flying. Eastern Airlines Flight 401 had a profound impact on aviation safety. It prompted airlines and regulatory authorities to develop formalized crew resource management (CRM) training, emphasizing communication, cross-checking, delegation, situational awareness, and the importance of monitoring flight instruments at all times. The crash demonstrated that even experienced crews can be vulnerable to fixation on minor issues, and that cockpit culture must encourage constant awareness and shared responsibility. Additionally, the accident contributed to the design of more visible and redundant landing gear indicators and other warning systems, helping to prevent similar distractions from creating catastrophic consequences. Today, Eastern Airlines Flight 401 is widely taught in aviation safety courses as a classic example of controlled flight into terrain caused by human factors rather than mechanical failure, and its legacy endures in the principles of CRM, which are now standard in cockpits worldwide, ensuring that no single crew member's attention is allowed to drift from the essential task of flying the aircraft safely.